Older anime were made for the anime fan. They were difficult to watch unless you were genuinely into anime. Of course, this doesn't go for every single anime, but most shows from the 2000s, the 90s, and earlier were not made for everyone. Take Neon Genesis Evangelion for instance. Besides Dragon Ball Z, Neon Genesis was the anime of the year in 1995. I wouldn't recommend Neon Genesis as anyone's first anime, and that's because Neon Genesis is practically unwatchable unless you're a kid or you're into anime. When you look at the titles that come out today, anyone can watch and appreciate them. Kaiju Number 8, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Mob Psycho, Baki. If you've never watched anime and you pick any show from the current era with a good rating, you'll probably have a great time. New anime is extremely watchable, and that's what it does best. But then what happens when a new anime comes out that isn't as watchable as One Punch Man? Well, it gets buried. I can't tell you the number of great anime I've watched that have gotten buried by horrible reviews simply because they weren't watchable enough. I grew up on anime like Ghost in the Shell, Boogie Bop Phantom, Berserk, and Nana. I had a balance because that's what the anime industry fed me, and as a result, my taste in anime is ambiguous. But on the other hand, what happens if you grow up with anime from the current era, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Kimetsu no Yaiba, and Oshinoko? All of these are no doubt great, but they represent a small fraction of the whole. And when this caliber of anime is all we get, it ultimately makes everything that's not like them fail, simply because the current anime community hasn't experienced the rest of anime. That's why we find great shows at the bottom of my anime list. I just can't imagine the grief that must cause these studios when they make something fantastic that they're proud of, but nobody watches it. That's what this channel is for though. I find hidden gems, recommend them, and hope someone appreciates them. For this video, I made a list of some of my favorite anime from the 2010s and 2020s that I feel didn't do as well as they should have. It baffles me why this anime has a 6.5 on my anime list. Juni Taisen is about a battle royale between these fighters that have unique powers and abilities. I thought the whole show was remarkable, and the ending was especially good. Heike Monogatari is about one of the most powerful families in feudal Japan adopting a girl who can see the future. What the girl sees is the family's inevitable death and collapse. You connect with these characters knowing all the while what's going to happen to them. It's a sad show, but it's great. Aku no Hana is one of the hardest anime to watch, but in a good way. It's about this guy who's caught stealing his crush's gym clothes, and the person that catches him blackmails him into doing the most dreadful things. The show is not for the faint of heart, but hey, it's good. Super Crooks is pretty phenomenal, yet a lot of people just don't like it for some reason. It's about a team of superpowered thieves trying to rob a supervillain. The show's got messed up heroes, great characters, and high stakes. I can't see how you won't love it. Roku no Yusha is about a party of heroes who are trapped in a temple with an imposter hero that's trying to stop them from fighting the demon lord. Once you start this show, you'll likely binge it to the end because it's just that good. I found Onihei recently and I just couldn't believe it got a 7.2 on Mal. It's about Heizo Hasegawa, the chief of a samurai police unit called the Arson Theft Control. Every episode has a great story and a thief to catch. Lupin the Third is one of my favorite anime of all time. It's about Lupin and his gang of super thieves who can steal anything and get away with it. It's a phenomenal show that doesn't get the love it deserves. Dorohedoro is about Kaiman, a man with a lizard head trying to figure out who he was before he got cursed. And he lives in this messed up dystopian world that has wizards experimenting their magic on normal people. This is one of the best CG anime out there, and you know what? I think the CG art actually makes Dorohedoro stand out. Spriggan is about superhuman operatives that work for a secret organization that finds artifacts from an advanced human civilization that got ahead of itself and wiped itself out. Again, this is a CGI anime, but I promise it's good. I didn't expect much from Bluebeard, but it kinda blew my mind. It's about this high school sophomore who gets inspired by art and decides to learn it and make a career out of it. This is one of those shows that inspire you to follow your dreams even when it feels like it's too late. Hope you guys love these shows as much as I did. If you're looking for more underappreciated anime, I made this list that has some pretty bizarre anime.